Hello, welcome to this week's weekly weight loss vlog. I'm a day late. I thought I was going to be a day late this week. I went out Saturday night. No, I didn't go out Saturday night. Stayed in Saturday night. I went out Sunday night to watch England lose in the Euro 2024 final. A few beers was had. Well, a few beers was had throughout the day, to be honest with you, and certainly a good few beers was had at night time. So yesterday I took the day off. I was done. Right, done yesterday. It was a bit of a write-off kind of day. Actually, do you know what? I wasn't too bad at all. If England had won, I would have been absolutely terrible. I would still have been hungover today. But as soon as the game ended, I think I maybe had one more beer after the game ended, and it was home for a bit of pizza and a few other snacky snooze and bedtime for me. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I didn't work yesterday. I did nothing yesterday apart from McDonald's breakfast in the morning. That'll be discussed next week. A little dog walk and a few other bits and pieces. It was actually nice. It was weird. I always get a bit of guilt when I take a day off that's like should be a working day. I don't know why. I just do. So, but anyway, it was nice having a bit of a chilled out Monday. Anyway, so no weekly weight loss vlog. Yesterday, recording it today instead. I was talking about last week. Which is, I'm just not organised at all. I have no idea what the dates were. I'm going to guess. Well, the final was on the 14th, so is it 8th? Yes, 8th to the 14th of July, which is what I am just making sure actually this is recording. It is, which does help, doesn't it? Yeah, 8th to the 14th of July. First thing to talk about is, what's the first thing we're going to have an hour about? Oh, check-in. I did a check-in on, so I went to Benidorm a couple of weeks, well, about 3 weeks ago now, came back, weighed myself, gained 12.8 pounds from Benidorm. So my mission, the old mission for the last 2 weeks in terms of check-ins was to get rid of my post-Benidorm weight. It didn't happen. I didn't do too bad. But it didn't happen. So I was minus 7.8 pounds down from Christmas after Benidorm. A lot of water retention sat in there. Yes. Anyway, by the way, if you, I should have pinned my progress sheet at this point. I'm looking for a pen. I always write down at what stage I'm at in because it makes it a hell of a lot easier for editing. Let's have a Scooby here. Oh, we're at 2 minutes 50 or something like that. Right. So, anyway, I'm just going to put 3 minutes and I'll find it. So, yeah, hopefully there'll be a weekly weight loss. I don't know what I'm doing. My head's gone. There'll be a progress sheet pinned on the screen now. And as you can see there, I was minus 7.8 pounds down, which meant I gained 12.8 pounds from Benidorm. Anyway, I got on the scales on Saturday and I was minus 16.8. Let's do some quick maths. 2.2 plus 6.8 is 9. Oh, so I've lost 9 pounds of my 12.8 pounds. So still 4 pounds up. But do you know what? I'm not too disheartened with that. Why? Because I haven't been on it. I'll be honest with you, my calories have been fine-ish. You know, I'll go through that shortly. I told you last week I was 300 over my calories. But when I say on it, like, I don't think my nutrition's been the best it could have been. New addiction at the moment, strawberry Ribena. I go through phases. I absolutely love it. I love Ribena. I loved it when I was 37 stone. I love it now. But I do not like sugar-free Ribena. This is me going off on a tangent. It's just something that I can't get into whatsoever. But sugar-free strawberry Ribena is top tier. Anyway, I'm on a glass of that now, just in case we're going, what's he drinking there? So I lost 9 pounds. But yeah, I've not been on it. And in terms of nutrition, in terms of hydration, calories haven't been bad. So I will lost some body fat. But a lot of that 12.8 pound gain is excess water retention in the body. And since I got back from Benidorm, I've been out and watched England quarterfinals. I watched one game at home where I did have a couple of beers. Then I went out to the pub and watched the quarterfinals. Then I watched the semi-final. And again, I stayed at home for the semi-final, but had a couple of beers again. And obviously alcohol dehydrates you. I don't feel I've been great with getting hydrated, drinking my water. Plus, you know, yeah, I don't feel like my diet's been 100% on it. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh on myself, I don't know. But yeah, I just don't feel like I've put kind of the package together that I would have needed to really flush out my excess water retention and lose that body fat. So the fact that I am now, like I say, minus 16.8, I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that, considering the nearly 4 months that I've had to still be down. But as you can see from that chart, although I've had a lot more weigh-ins than I would do normally, because as you can see again from that chart, we've had pre-post holidays, and 4 in the space of sort of 3 months. I'm happy that I'm holding on to some sort of weight loss, because this time last year I wouldn't have done. So I'm happy with that. Now, my mission now is for the remainder of 2024 is just to get my head down and get at it. It doesn't mean I'm not going to have the odd weight loss break coming up, which I will have, but I've had this manic sort of 3.5 months, and it needs, now I need some focus. So I'm on it. I'll tell you about what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks at the end of this. Anyway, there's the progress sheet. That's where I'm at the moment. Next check-in is the 26th, which is a week on Friday. And I'm just going to go, fortnightly from now on. It kind of fits in. It kind of fits in with what's going on. But I'll discuss that at the end of the vlog. Let's go for calories. Let's have a look at some calories. Guys, just a quick one from me. YouTube is not broken. I forgot to mention this in the vlog, so I've kind of cut it in now. The vlog will be back very, very shortly. So, throughout the Euros, I did a 50% off sign up to my one-to-one plan. Using code, it's coming home. We know it's not coming home. 15 of you guys took advantage of that offer, so thank you very much. And do you know what? I've decided to run it until the end of August. Summer is always a quieter time for taking on clients. It was when I was a one-to-one PT, and it has always been as an online weight loss coach, because people tend to be more interested in trying to navigate through the summer holidays than losing weight. September is very, very busy, so the code offer will definitely be gone by September. So if you want to come on board in September when it's busy, you will pay full price. But if you want to get signed up now, use code SUMMER2024 and sign up to the Boss Your Weight Loss one-to-one plan is half price. If you want to take advantage and get it at a really good price, you want me to be your one-to-one weight loss coach, I will put all the details, as always, in the description. So yeah, come on board, save yourself 25 quid. Even if you sign up now and you want to start in September, that's absolutely fine. But as long as you commit to coming on board now, you will pay 25 quid instead of 50 quid. Details in the description. Back to the vlog. So you should be able to see my weekly calories for last week. And something slightly different. When I say slightly different, we've got 5 greens, we've got 2 reds. But look at the red on Saturday. Tiny red. Tiny, tiny red. So I knew I was going to have a big day on Sunday. Because we have a local agricultural show round here called Great Eccleston Agricultural Show. If anyone's from this area watching this vlog, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And my wife's cousin and her husband and kids were coming up. So we were planning on going on the show anyway. And it's normally a little bit boozy, because we all get, there's lots of animals and lots of stalls and lots of bits and pieces. But one of the big events of the weekend is tractor pulling. If you have no idea what tractor pulling is, I will put a video on. Again, let's log that. I'll put a video on now, and you can see what tractor pulling is. In fact, should I shut up and let you? The noise of it never quite transpires correctly on a video, and I have no idea. I think the video I took was about 20 seconds long. Anyway, there might be some noise in the background that you can kind of do. I'm not going to sort of stop and like that, because I can't be bothered editing it, if I'm being honest with you. Anyway, you can see what it's all about. You might be like, oh, what the hell is that all about? But anyway, it's a very popular thing, certainly around our way. So we sort of camped up there, had a few beers, and that was the plan. And then obviously England got through to the final, and I knew I was going to go to the pub at night time. So a bit of an all-dayer kind of thing, to be honest with you. And I was aware of that through the week. I wasn't, I didn't want to give myself a load of extra calories. I didn't want to make it as a weight loss break week. I was going to try and fit it all in to my ideal deficit. So as you can see there, I banked 600 calories on Monday, 700 on Tuesday, 384 on Wednesday, 487 on Thursday, and 202 on Friday. So I think I banked 2,400 calories going into the weekend. And normally I'd spread them out over Saturday, Sunday. But I had 2,800 calories on Saturday to save a big chunk for Sunday. And as you can see, I had 5,100 in the bank for Sunday. I ended up having 5,643 calories, which works out at 19,787. So 537 over my ideal deficit. I put myself in a 4,000 calorie deficit a week. So I was in about a 3,500 calorie deficit a week. Still enough to lose one of these, 1 pound of body fat. So again, I'm all right with that, especially having a big event like that. And this is what we can do. You know, I can go on an all-day session on Sunday and still lose body fat. But obviously, I banked quite a bit and, you know, just had one very high calorie day. Yeah, I've gone over a little bit, but I'm not too bothered. As always, I'm not too bothered about that. I'm in a deficit. I've enjoyed myself. It was a good time. It's all about a bit of balance, and that's where we've ended up. Right, so we have a little Scooby-Doo at what I have eaten throughout the week, and a few different bits and pieces, I think, this week. You might be like, no, Neil, that's exactly what you eat week in, week out. Anyway, maybe for me, I feel I've just done my pictures like that. I'm going to post. I've sort of edited them all so I can post them on the vlog, so you can sort of have a look. And I was like, oh, that's maybe a little bit different. Anyway, Monday, I don't know why, but I didn't take a picture of this. I don't think I did. I'll have to go back from my phone because I don't remember editing this. Anyway, Monday for breakfast. I did actually have breakfast on Monday. I don't know why I don't normally eat breakfast on Monday. But I did have breakfast. Anyway, it was only 228 calories. I basically had 100 grams of yogurt. I had a load of fruit to eat up. I think that's what it is. So I had 100 grams of yogurt because that's all I had yogurt-wise. I had 10 grams of jammy biscuit jammy biscuit protein powder mixed into it. I had a load of strawberries, a load of blueberries, and just a little drizzle, a 15-gram drizzle of melted Skippy peanut butter. So high protein, pretty low carb breakfast there. And then for lunch, Rachel was out for the day, so I kind of rooted through the freezer and I found this humongous sirloin steak. Now, I didn't eat it all. I split a good chunk of it with the dogs. I had 250 grams of medium grilled sirloin steak for 440 calories with 4 eggs. The man's gone carnivore for one meal with 4 eggs and a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top. 704 calories in that little badger. Trust me, the carnivore didn't last long. Tea was lasagna. So I think I spoke last week about vodka pasta sauce. I've still not recorded it to make it for social media. I will do. But I made a vat of this vodka pasta sauce, and I've used it a little bit, actually, in the recipes this week. But I made a lasagna with it, so I used the vodka pasta sauce. I've just browned off some mince, added the vodka pasta sauce, made a lasagna, my own sort of bechamel sauce, bit of mozzarella on top. Had it with a little bit of garlic bread and some tender stem. Did I have some tender stem broccoli? I can't remember. There's some in the picture. I had it. It's not in my app. I've not tracked it. So I need to, I don't, to be honest with you, 100 grams of tender stem broccoli is like 30 calories. So the fact I've missed it off is absolutely fine. I might not have done. If I did, it's in there. If it's not, I didn't. No, I don't think I did actually with that. I'm just guessing. I'm trying to think back to me editing my videos. I can't see what you can see on screen at the moment because I've not put it in there yet. And then I had a protein bar in bed. Very nice Tuesday. Cereal, peanut butter. Again, I'm not taking a picture of this, but you know, I'm into me cereal, this stuff, the high protein cereal. 80 grams of this stuff, but the peanut butter flavour, not the cinnamon one. And I had that with 150 mils of milk. And then lunch was my standard Chinese chicken curry, deconstructed Chinese chicken curry. So rice, tender stem broccoli, some chicken, diced up chicken breast, and a drizzle of goldfish Chinese curry sauce over the top. I had a protein shake mid-afternoon. For my tea, we had, my mum was round. So I did fish chips and peas. And honestly, if I can find the picture of them, I'll tag them in here. But they're dead easy to spot. Aldi freezer section. Sourdough breaded cod fillets. They are huge. They are a great big whack of cod. 400 calories, 26 grams of protein, which is pretty damn decent. Did some air fried chips and made my own mushy peas. Just Forresons Morrison's frozen mushy peas. So yeah, I made my own mushy peas. So my own fish chips and peas for my mum because she bloody loves it. 770 calories that plate. 770 calories for a plate of fish chips and peas. Absolutely delicious. And then had Aldi's version of a Solero, the mixed fruits Solero afterwards. Absolutely lovely. And that was it. I kind of classed that as my evening snacks. So there's 2,016 calories eaten on Tuesday, a low calorie day. Wednesday morning, again, no picture of this. I've had one this morning actually for my breakfast, but I think I've been the wrapper. Is it in here? No. Do I have a picture? Anyway, it's the CMP flapjack, chocolate brownie flapjack bar for breakfast. That was Wednesday. For lunch, this was for, I made this for TikTok Shop to promote the Miko Toasty thing. So I had a cheese and ham toasty. I got these pink pickled onions from Aldi. Oh my God, they're sensational. I'll put a picture of them. You might have seen, I've talked about them on social media. I'll post them on my Instagram. These are absolutely amazing. To lose weight, we need to eat less calories than we burn, and we need to eat lower calorie. The easiest way to eat lower calorie is to reduce the amount of fat in our diet. When you start cutting fat out of foods, it reduces flavour. You compare a chicken wing to a chicken breast. Chicken wings are delicious, right? You can just have chicken wing with a little bit of salt on and it will set your world on fire. Well, it certainly sets my world on fire. A grilled chicken breast with a little bit of salt on is a bit like, it's proper, yeah, exactly. Your chicken wing with a bit of salt on is your, Kelly Brooks of the chicken world, and your grilled chicken breast is your Susan Boyle, I suppose. So we need stuff to zhuzh stuff up, and if we can zhuzh stuff up for not a lot of calories. Anyway, pink pickled onions from Aldi are absolutely amazing if you like pickle stuff, and they add lots of flavour for not a lot of calories. So I made a toasty, ham, nice bit of cheese on there, few pickled onions, in my Miko toasty maker. That was lunch, 461 calories. I also had a mullet light. Did I have a mullet light or did I have a corner? No, I think I had a mullet light afterwards. For 90 calories. I like a mullet light. They get a bit of a bad rep. Yeah, they have a little bit of added sugar in them, but nothing major. When you look at a mullet light, I think it might say they have 13 grams of sugar in. You've got to remember the yogurt. So 6 or 7 grams of that sugar will be lactose, which is the natural. And sugar, and we have to look at it as a whole in a way. But, certain sugars are better for us than others. Certain sugars we don't really need to worry about too much health-wise. And lactose, unless you're lactose intolerant, you are absolutely fine consuming it. And you can consume, a fair bit of it. It's not going to be detrimental to your health whatsoever. Anyway, so animal light, great for 90 calories, just as a little filler after your lunch. 9 grams of protein, so 10-to-1 ratio on the old protein front. Sorted. Tea, I made pasta bake, chicken tenders, definitely had tender stem broccoli on this one, and a little bit of garlic bread. Got the Aldi Carlos takeaway mini garlic pizza breads. Absolutely love them. Bit of a cheat code. If you want a bit of garlic bread, but you're really watching portions, these are 412 calories for one, which isn't the lowest thing in the world, but obviously if you're making it for 2 people, so me and Rach split one, 206 calories for a bit of garlic bread. I'm all right with that. Absolutely all right with that. Very, very good. And then evening snacks, I just had, this was England were playing. This was the semi-final England were playing. So I did have 2 cans of Amstel. Amstel is very good for a low calorie lager. If you want a lager that's a pretty decent, strength, it's not, like a Bud Light's 3.4%, which is fine. I'm not saying you need to drink that, but if you want a lager that's a reasonable strength, Amstel is very low calorie for what it is. It's like 170 calories a pint. Whereas if you compare that to something like a Madri, which is like 230 calories a pint. I can't talk today. Please forgive me. 270 calories back. Anyway, a 440ml can of Amstel. Always drink responsibly, kids. A 440ml can, like a fridge pack can of Amstel, is 131 calories. Which, if you just want a couple of beers watching the footy and you want to stay within calories, they're good. Can you lose weight while drinking alcohol? Yes, you can. There's a podcast on it. Go and have a look. Go check my podcast out anyway. Oh yeah, and I just had a bag of onion rings for that. So it's like evening snacks. And I watched the football, and obviously it went to penalties, so it was a late-ish. It didn't finish till 11, so I just went straight to bed, straight to sleep. Um, Thursday, I just had, I don't know, I've not pictured many breakfasts. My breakfasts were a bit all over the place this week. I literally just had, just because they needed eating up, 100 grams of blueberries and a mini PhD choc peanut butter bar, which is one of my favourite protein bars. So breakfast, 159 calories. Dinner, I made a pizza. I made a pizza for my lunch. Filmed it. Did I film it for TikTok? Or did I just take a picture of it? I might have just took a picture of it and used it as some content. But anyway, Aldi have got the Mission wheat pizza bases. I said this in my post that I did on Instagram. I think calling it a pizza base is a little bit of a push because they're pretty thin. They're basically like 2 wraps put together. But do you know, I did a job, and I used my vodka pasta sauce on there as the sauce, a little bit of cheese, and I kind of did it to meat feast, some parma ham, some cooked chicken breast, and a bit of salami. And a bit of red onion. Absolutely lovely. 692 calories. That's a little bit more calories than I normally have for my lunch, but I did load it up with some meat, and some meat that's probably not the most lower calorie of meats. Like if I just stuck to the chicken breast, I could have added a bit more chicken breast, bit of sweet corn, bit of red onion. It would have been, you know, knocking on 550 calories. But using parma ham, using some salamis, they're a bit of a fattier meat, so that's going to up the calories a little bit. Anyway, 692 calories for 55 grams of protein, and it was delicious. Afternoon snack, I had a bag of peanuts, 50 gram like snack pack bag of peanuts on Thursday. There are certain foods that are quite, you know, calorie dense. You don't get a lot of volume of, but there's certain foods that just fill me up. And it's something to do with volume. I don't know why. It's just, and peanuts I find quite satiating. They're very calorific. So a 50 gram bag of peanuts, 280 calories. But if I have a 50 gram bag of peanuts and I'm hungry, I'm all right for a couple of hours afterwards. You know, they do have some protein in, they do have some fibre in. So, but that's just me personally. Tea, jacket potato, a terrible picture because I was that hungry. I was whacking into it. I was like, I'm not taking a picture of it. So, and it looks like an absolute dog's dinner. I mean, not that you can make a jacket potato. It's jacket potato, cheesy beans, tin of tuna on top, and a side salad. Not that you can make that look flipping Gordon Bleu anyway, but, yeah, there it is. And it looks even worse because I've sort of been tucking into it for 5 minutes. But anyway, 788 calories, 50 odd grams of protein, 18 grams of fibre. Getting the fibre in. And then back to normal tea time, evening snacks, bag of lower calorie crisps, and then grenade Oreo bar, or some sort of, I just put grenade or whatever, all grenade bars, all protein bars, pretty much 20 grams of protein, 230 calories of pop. So I just put the same one in. I'm not that fussy. First one of the week, protein pancakes on Friday. Just with yogurt, bit of honey on, nice load of mixed berries. Absolutely beautiful. My Chinese chicken curry thing for lunch. Did I have an egg on it? I had an egg on one of these. Was it this one? Or was it one the other day? Or did I not? Hello. Maybe there's a picture of was that last week that I have 2 eggs on? I have no idea. I'm kind of thinking, did I have an egg with it or not? I don't know. Probably not. It doesn't say it's in my app. So anyway, did have a mid-afternoon snack. I had a Chinese for tea on Friday night. Made my own, kind of my own. We were in Tesco's Friday afternoon getting a couple of bits. I mate said I fancy a Chinese, so I was like, right, well, let's get a few bits from here. Obviously, it's a bit more cost effective, as it were. So we just got a pack of their selection pack with a bit of prawn toast, crispy wontons in. We got sweet and sour crispy chicken balls with sweet and sour sauce and an egg fried rice. And then from the freezer section, which are pretty expensive, but they are flipping good. Itsu, ITSU, the brand Itsu, they do gyozas, and got some of their Korean chicken bites as well. Anyway, that Chinese was 1,100 calories. For a decent bowl full, I zhuzhed up the egg fried rice because it was a little bit bland. So I did whack it in a wok to cook it through, and added a load of dark soy and some MSG just to pump up the flavour. But you know what? That was absolutely delicious. Dead easy to track. 1,100 calories. Less than maybe with the Itsu chicken, maybe cost about 11 quid, maybe 12 at a push. But still, to get a decent bowl of Chinese for 5-6 quid in this day and age, I'll take it. cheaper than going to takeaway. I mean, you might be like, well, you get egg fried rice and something else for £7. But anyway, it was nice, bit of everything. Afterwards, on Friday night, I had some pop chips in bed. And Rachel got these. Again, I don't know if I've got a picture of them. If I've got a picture, I'll find it, I'll put it on. Rachel wasn't a fan. I loved it. It was the Magnum Chill ice cream blueberry cookie. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Loved it. Right, Saturday, had a mini PhD smart bar for breakfast, then went to the gym. Lunch, we had a load of salad in the fridge that needed eating up, so I did myself a cheeseburger salad. So I did a couple of 5% fat quarter pounders, a couple of Baby Bells melted on top, which actually didn't work great. Baby Bells are brilliant at melting. I love putting them in toasties and omelets, stuff like that. Melted on top of the burger, they just didn't quite work. But I didn't have any light cheese slices, so I went for that option instead. Bit of burger sauce on there, and and a load of salad, 500 calories. Had a Muller Corner, peach and apricot yogurt. I love a Muller Corner. The yogurt in a Muller Corner, because it's fat yogurt. It's not fat-free yogurt. It is absolutely, it's just delicious on its own. Anyway, you put a little compote, as it might be called, of peach and apricot in there. Lovely. Tea, we had a takeaway, doner kebab wrap from a local takeaway near us. I say local, it's about 5 miles away, but I live in the middle of nowhere. So this is from Hambleton, and the takeaway is called Wire Kebab. And it's absolutely banging. Their doner wraps, it basically comes on the edges are quite thick, but then when you get into the middle of it, it's a very thin Turkish flatbread. Doner meat, salad, little bit of Thousand Island sauce. And then we get one as a meat. Rachel gets a chicken wrap, so it's basically like chicken selects from McDonald's in the same sort of wrap. I get a doner wrap. We make one of them a meal, so you get one portion of chips, which we split. So I track that as 1,300 calories. And then evening snacks. Honestly, it's so infuriating because they very rarely have these in. They have mochis in, but not. I've had the strawberry cheesecake. We got these the other week. Raspberry cheesecake mochis from Aldi. 85 calories each of pure heaven. So I had a couple of them after my wrap. And then in bed, I had a bag of crisps and a little bit split a chocolate bar with Rach. That was it. Absolutely beautiful. And then Sunday, the big calorie day. So I had a bowl of cereal in the morning, and then and that was about it really. We took a bit of a packed lunch to the show that we went on, Great Eccleston show. So I had 2 cheese and pickle butties and a bag of crisps. I then got a hot dog off one of the stalls, which was a big Polish hot dog, which I tracked as the food court jumbo hot dog from Costco. So I tracked that as that. And then went to the pub at night time and watched the footy. Actually got home from the show and had a couple of slices of pizza and a couple of chicken nuggets. And then I smashed the rest of the pizza in when I got in at night time. But anyway, went to the pub. Had about 8 pints of Madry. I've actually put in to my app for the day, always drink responsibly, don't judge me for this, 14 pints, because I had about 4 or 5 on the show, and I put 14 pints just to cover myself. Anyway, got home, ate the rest of the pizza that I left, ate some crisps, ate a bit of cake as well, and then a load of beers, and I've tracked it as 5,643. Is that accurate? Not really. Is it a million miles away? No, it won't be. Could I have had just 5,000? Looking at that, I've definitely had what I've had, right? Could it be a bit more? Maybe, but nothing major, right? So there we go. So that is my eating. During the day on the show, I took a load of these beers on. I've seen them on social media a little bit, and I've said about Amstel, 440 ml can, 170 calories, 4.1%. This Brewdog is cold beer lager. It's 3.4%, so a brilliant session beer. So we're having a few cans watching the tractor pull. And obviously I want something pretty weak because I want to go out at night time. So I picked a pack of these up. Now these for 440 ml are 132 calories, which is fantastic. It really is. £7 with your Tesco Club card for 10 cans at the moment. So 70p a can. And 132 calories a can. And you can have a couple of them and you're not going to feel like, you're going to feel like, yeah, I've had a bit of a beer, nice, but you're not going to end up hungover the next day or, you know, anything that's too strong. So I had a few of those throughout the day, watching the footy, and then obviously went out at night time, drunk Madry, but drunk it in a Carling glass because I didn't want a Spanish glass. Not that Madry's Spanish anyway, it's been nowhere near Spain. It's brewed, it's bloody York, it's posh Carling is all Madry is, it's just Carling with a bit of a zip in it. It's brewed in Yorkshire. But anyway, there you go. That was my eating for the week. So 500 calories over my ideal deficit. And you know what? After having that big day on Sunday, I'm all good. I'm happy. Should we do some movement? Let's have a look at that. Now, one thing that was top draw last week was my movement. That was really, really good. The week before, my steps I felt were a little bit lower. 11,515 steps average. And that's because of Sunday. So Sunday, I might have had a big boozy day, but I did like 13,500 steps on Sunday. But every day last week, I did over 10,000 steps, and the average 11,515. Absolutely buzzing. Well, happy with that. So movement was very, very good. The gym was good as well, though I couldn't walk properly Friday, Saturday. Why? Because I don't know did I mention it last week? I think I did that. I'm going back teaching spin from the 1st of August. So I got asked last week, you know, would I be interested in taking a spin class back on? I used to teach spin a lot. Stopped in 2020. When did I stop? End of 2021, I think. I was going to say it was 2022, but I don't think it was. It was the end of 2021. Yeah, when I stopped teaching spin. So I've not been on a spin bike for over 2 years. And I thought, you know what? If I'm going to start again in a couple of weeks, I need to get on a spin bike. So as you see there, we did go to the gym Monday. We did Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I did weights in the gym. So we did Tuesday to Saturday. So I did my weight training. In between my weight training, I jumped on a cross trainer. I think I did cross trainer Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. I think I had a little blast on the cross trainer. I can't remember, and I've not got it in front of me. And then, as you can see there, indoor cycle, which was Thursday. I managed 26 minutes, but 341 calories, which isn't that much for me on spin. But I took it semi-easy. I had to take it semi-easy. I was absolutely blowing. If I'm being totally honest with you, I was. It was. I always say there's no fitness like spin fitness, but not only was I blowing, my arse hurt. I don't mind saying that. My bottom was rather sore from just spending 26 minutes. Spin bikes are not the comfiest thing in the world. So anyway, I'll be back on Thursday this week. We'll give it another half an hour this week. Half an hour this week. Half an hour next week. And then half an hour the week after. And then 2 days after that, I'm on that spin bike. So teaching again. So the first Saturday, I don't know if I mentioned this last week or not. I can't remember. Anyway, first Saturday of August, I'm back teaching spin at Ruby Hall Village. So if anyone's local to the area, you don't have to be a member. If you want to come and take part in one of my spin classes, because I have no idea how much it is to 2 years ago. I think it was £6 or £6.50. That was 2 years ago. It's probably about a tenner now, if I'm being honest with you, with the way everything's shot up. But anyway, if you want to come and take part in a spin class, a week on Saturday, come and see me. Come and say hello. Come and join in. Anyway, right. So that's kind of about it for this week. So plans now going forward. What am I doing? So I kind of feel the end of the Euros is kind of signified an end of a manic 2.5 months for me. If England had got knocked out 2 weeks ago, that would have signalled the end. Anyway, it's signalled the end now. I've got nothing on really. I've got bits on, but nothing that is, you know, that I'm like, oh, I'm going on holiday or anything. I've got nothing like that on for a few weeks. Well, for a good 3 months really. Anyway, I'm off the booze. So that's my first thing. No alcohol for me now for a good few weeks. My next little drink that I will have will be bank holiday weekend, which I think 6 weeks, including this week, is about 6 weeks. So it's 5 full weeks and 5 days, something like that. So I'm knocking booze on the head. You can lose weight while drinking alcohol, but for me, you know, like Monday yesterday, I'll go through this next week because we're sort of getting into this week now. But, you know, I just find it, especially if I have a good drink, I find it very hard to control my eating around it. It also makes me a bit bloated. It makes me tired. I'm tired today, you know, and that's just, you know, and I don't like feeling like this. I want to feel tip top. So I've had quite a boozy couple of months, so I'm just going to knock it on the head for a few weeks till bank holiday weekend. So I've got somewhat on bank holiday weekend, then a weekend off, then I've got a weekend in Edinburgh, which is kind of a little holiday, though I'm not treating it as a holiday. Rachel's got a book convention there, and I'm just going along as kind of taxi service, really. But we're going to do a little bit of sightseeing in between the convention. I'm not going on the convention. I'll just be working as normal, but I'll be sat in a hotel room in Edinburgh rather than sat in this office. And we've got that on, and then we're gonna have a little last blast of sun in October. So, but really, like I say, the weekend visit to Edinburgh, I'm not really classing as it doesn't need to be a very high calorie weekend. I'm not planning on it being. I'll be having a couple of beers while I'm out there, and then I'll have a couple of beers bank holiday weekend. But other than that, I'm probably going to drink 2 times from now until going to. We're going to go to Benidorm again in October. Got 5 nights there. Little last blast of sunshine just before winter sets in. And then it's just get head down to Christmas. Can't believe we're talking about that already. Where has this year? It's just gone on it. We say it all the time, don't we? Yeah, time disappears. But start looking now and I'm like, flipping heck, it's August in 2 weeks. And then it's my birthday in a month. That's why I'm going out New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve? I'm not going out New Year's Eve. What are you talking about? Bank holiday August. Bank holiday August. Yeah. Anyway. A little one from me before I do go. I did a half price deal for Euro 2024 on signing up to my one-to-one plan, and it went really, really well. 15 of you guys took advantage of that great offer. And do you know what? I've always been quite honest about this. The summer is always a much quieter time for sign up. People are more, you know, interested in going to Crete or Tenerife or wherever you're going to, play the Las Americas than losing weight this time of year for the next 6 to 8 weeks. It goes manic in September, so you'll be paying full price if you come on in September because it's a busier time of year. But while it's quiet time of year, just to drive up, keep driving a bit of business in, plans are half price at the moment. I might actually edit and put a little snippet in of that earlier on in this vlog, so I might have already mentioned it. But anyway, so if you want to get signed up, I'll put, as always, all the details in the description. And there we go. Right, that's it for another week. And we're going to get back into Groundhog Day. If you watch these from the beginning, January, February, March, doing Groundhog Week. Same old thing. So that is how it's going to kind of be now. That's my plan for the next 5 or 6 weeks up to bank holiday August. Is just getting back into it, nailing my ideal deficit week in, week out, getting my fitness up there, getting back spinning in August, getting nice and hydrated, and then just getting this journey kicking back in. First mission, I was minus 22.2 pounds at the beginning of April. I want to push past that number in the next, really by bank holiday weekend. That's my mission. I want to be minus 23, minus 24, minus 25 from Christmas. That is where I'm at. And when I go away in October to Benidorm, I want to be 2 stone down. I want to be 2 stone down. That is my mission from Christmas. So 2 stone loss from Christmas. And then we'll see where we can get to running up to Christmas. Right, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please tell your friends if they're interested in watching a chunky person that used to be morbidly obese talk about losing weight. I would really appreciate it. And until next time, make sure you boss your weight loss.